Hi, it's Pastor Grace and
Joshua and Cece.
And we're going to work on telling you some of the more story of Noah after he got the ark built. And we started in chapter 6, if you remember, that Noah built a huge ark. It was about 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. It had about 3 stories in it. And the way it was shaped was very, very good for not tipping over. So, if you want to look in chapter 6 and chapter 7, we're going to come up to the rest of the story. God had told Noah to build the ark. And he says, I want you to take your wife and your sons and your sons' wives with you into the ark. And then I'm going to have all the animals come. 2 of all the animals are going to come on the ark. And you also need to take all the food. And so, if you read the last line of chapter 6, verse 22, it says, Thus Noah did according to all that God commanded him to.
Okay, Mrs. Noah, the blouse nails in. Okay, I got the food ready. Okay, let's get the animals.
So, in the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, on that day, it says the fountains of the deep broke open. And it says on that very same day, Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and the three wives of his sons went with them into the ark. And they and every beast of its kind, all the cattle of their kind, and everything that creeps on the earth, and every bird after their kind, went onto the ark. They went in just as God commanded them. And then in verse 16 it says, the Lord shut them in. Now the flood was on the earth for 40 days. The waters increased and lifted up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. And the waters prevailed and exceedingly on the earth, and all the high hills under the whole heavens were covered, and the water rose 15 cubits upward. That's really high. It's about at least 22 feet above the highest mountain. And all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds, cattle, beasts, and every creeping thing that moves on the earth. Anything that had breath died. And so God destroyed all living things which were on the face of the ground, both man and cattle and creeping thing and bird of the air. They were destroyed from the earth. Only Noah and all those who were with him in the ark remained alive. And the waters prevailed on the earth 150 days. Noah obeyed God, and because of that, he, his wife, his sons, and his sons' wives, and all the animals were safe. So, we're going to see what happens next week, because we know so far they've been on the ark for 190 days. With 40 days of rain, that's a lot of rain. And now 150 days after that, there was still flood waters, and they were floating in the ark. So I hope you guys have a good week.
Bye.
We'll see you next week.